Hey, so I made a track called Games Practice, and this is basically going to be about detailing Ninja level 1 to 3 techniques. This is just a list that I've compiled, as well as on the Skype group which I'm in. A couple of people have suggested a couple of things, so I've put them in the track, and they're definitely essential. Basically, all the things in here are not just essential, but they're also just good to know to just enhance your skill regardless of your skill level. And the things in this video can be applied to Evo and Fusion. A couple of things may be harder on Evolution, a couple of things may be harder on Fusion to do, but they're generally they're generally all the same, because obviously the physics are fairly similar. And I've also shown a lot of fails and the right way to do the obstacles, because the best way to know what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong is to see both sides of the picture. So definitely put in a lot of fails and a lot of the right way as well. This obstacle is very important to learn. I use this obstacle technique, quite a lot. It's basically a Ninja level 1 or extreme technique, but it allows you to climb walls really fast and without much effort. And also in an obstacle of Plopakoozi's track, I think it's called Fusion, CP2, the end of CP2, you actually have to use that to complete an obstacle. And that's a level 4 track, so it may come in handy, even higher than extreme or level 1s. And this is sort of a half box obstacle. I said level 3 because it is quite hard. You do need to have a lot of throttle control, especially the main thing which a lot of people don't do, I think, which are sort of new to hill climbing, is they don't really feather the accelerator or throttle that much. You really need to lightly tap it. You need to have a lot of experience with intuitively knowing when to tap it. It seems simple, but it takes a lot of practice to get used to. And this is a huge part of front and back courses. So it's really important just to know how to go forward and back, because especially if you want to balance on a really small platform, which is only front wheel, let's say, or you want to switch over to back wheel from front wheel, then you need to know how to go back and forth to stabilize yourself. A big example of that is in Masamuni's, I think it's the end of CP2. You have to jump over a bomb, but just before that you have to land the front wheel platform. And actually I'm not sure if it's front wheel, but there's only enough space for your front wheel anyway, so you do really have to learn that technique. And this one isn't used as much, but it's still sort of good to use, especially I did a track, well, I uploaded a track, I think it was last week. I think it was Neo XF, I think that's it, by Madia, and it sort of involved that. It was more of a jump to into a flip and then a land, but this one is sort of the same thing almost. The most important thing about that technique back there, though, is to land on both of your wheels and then throttle. Of course, like I said in Neo XF, if you have a lot of room to spare, then you can go neutral before you land and then go forward and accelerate at the same time, and that makes it a lot more consistent. But because there wasn't that much room there, that's all I could do really. So there's all sorts of bunny hops, as you've seen throughout this video. Bunny hops going for length, for distance, to get over the dynamite, the height, to go upwards. Probably one of the most important things in all the trials, I guess. So the squishy squashy, probably one of the hardest ones in this course, maybe second to the half little box climb thing. So it is weird, but it does help like a hell of a ton. So once you get used to it, it's way more consistent than just doing it regularly. Bunny hopping off the edge of the platform, I mean. Thanks for listening.